Happy Saturday, Saturday, May 2nd. If I were still married, I would be married 34 years today. It was a disaster of a wedding. Everything went wrong. People kept telling me, you can go, it doesn't matter what we paid for, everything, you can cancel anytime. And I regret marrying the guy, except for two things. Well, they're not things, they're people. Brian and Scott, my sons. My sons that I would not trade away for anything in the world. They're my shining stars, and I love them very much. Scott just turned 30 Thursday, and this coming Thursday, Brian turns 32. But I've been divorced for like 17 years. It was an abusive marriage and a lot of bad times. I was the only one that worked. I was kept apart from family, friends, whatever. I had to account for every second, everything. I could never sit down. It was awful. But thank God that's over with. This weekend, it was beautiful weather today. Gorgeous weather. I walked over to Mom's, and Richard's been working on a lawnmower for someone, an industrial, big one, with the two handles and everything. Some man had come by a free big industrial lawnmower. Someone gave it to him. It didn't run, but then he heard that Richard could fix lawnmowers, so Richard went down with someone and picked it up last week. He's been working on it. The gas had turned to shellac, had a flat tire, it wouldn't run, it wouldn't start, the carburetor was messed up, so he redid the carburetor, cleaned out the gas tank, he might have put on a new fuel line. He's been working on it. And we're at the part where the wiring harness, he has it running, but it has a kill switch, a dead man, in case that you should come upon something and you don't want to run into it or run over it. You let go of the handle and it's supposed to stop, but it doesn't. So we're trying to figure that one out. Hopefully by mid next week we'll have it totally done for the guy. Gonna cost him somewhere around $400. It's at least $370 in parts. But I would say he should ask $450 for labor and delivering it and all that stuff. A new one of these jobbers costs close to $2,000, so I'd say $450 is a pretty good deal. He's going to get a good deal out of it, and it will run, and it will be all nice and clean, and the blades will be sharpened. And the dude's got a good deal. We just have to figure out that last little bit. And I figured, I counted the steps on the way home. How many steps is it from there to here? And people are obsessed with the things on their wrists to count their steps and all that. Pedometers is the old-fashioned name for them. And, how many calories are burned and all that stuff. It's the latest thing. But I wonder how many steps it is. It's about 830 steps from the Mom's front door to mine. And I got about 410 steps and my legs started hurting. Oh, gosh darn it. For 2 days it felt like a normal leg. And it was really nice. But now I'm having a hard time walking and I got to get home before I have to drag my leg. Luckily I have an ultrasound on Monday. The doctor's concerned I have a blood clot, which if I do and it breaks free, it'll go to my lungs and I'll be dead. So if there's a week goes by and you don't see a vlog from me, that's what's happened, that I've died. Just to let you know. I don't know, maybe it's a joint problem, maybe it's a fracture, I know I'm overweight and I'm working on it. I had roasted vegetables for dinner and I had half of a Granny Smith apple for dessert. I'm making tea with a little bit of strawberries in it, or fruit, to make it a little more palatable, maybe a little cinnamon. And I'm really trying hard. Tomorrow it's supposed to be really nice and warm, and I want to work on my chaise lounge platform. Because the chaise lounge is a really nice one, but it's so low to the ground, it's really hard to get up. So I made a platform, and I have to have it on wheels. So I'm going to try to finish it tomorrow so that I can lay out in a t-shirt and shorts and roll up my t-shirt so my horribly white beluga whale belly shows brightly in the sun and blinds airline pilots going overhead. I need to get a little color, besides the red face that I always seem to have. Yeah. Well, that's the plan for this week. Monday's the ultrasound thingy. O'Brien called me. He was concerned. And he said, you know, I told you some of the things I wanted for my birthday. And I said, yeah. And he says, I told you I wanted pillows, and I can't remember what the other one was. I said, good, because I got you the other one, too. I have to send it off Monday, which I will. And what the other one was a wallet. It's a wallet. Isn't that neat? Fresh leather. Yeah. So that's about it. Better go. You're tired of seeing me. Gotta find that disc to put in here so I can upload my SD cards in here instead of just sitting in front of the computer like I normally have been doing this week, so who cares? No one. Hey, alright. Goodbye. Upward and onward.